It's always a privilege to meet people in your travels. While we cover Siliguri Corridor, we are joined by someone who has, in his own personal and professional capacity, been affected and also being part of whatever that has happened in this area of the country. We are joined with Nidhu Bhushan Das, a veteran journalist from this region, a writer, and also an advocate of rights, human rights, and someone with whose work I have followed very closely over the years. Sir, thank you for joining with us.
Thank you.
Sir, before we talk about Siliguri Corridor, usually when we talk about Siliguri Corridor, we always talk it from a security perspective,
Right.
from military perspective, which is also important. But in that, we sometimes miss out the fact that there are human beings whose lives are impacted by whatever goes on here. We have people from the northeast who depend on this route for their own economic reasons. Everything, be it agriculture, be it everything goes from here. We have people within Nepal and Bhutan who are also dependent on here, and also Bangladesh, depending on a lot of the areas where the trade routes exist. You are a person who has done his education from Dhaka. You have been in Bangladesh. You have seen the entire ecosystem of how Bangladesh works. You have studied in a government college. What more can you do? You have studied, you have seen it. And now you have worked here intensively as a journalist. When we talk about Siliguri Corridor, as you have been part of both the sites, just give us an overview of how this is looked into by Bangladesh as well as by India.
Earlier, when I was in Bangladesh, it was not a topic of discussion there. This has come to be the topic of discussion only after the change in 2024, when Hasina was dislodged. The government was dethroned, I should say. And Mr. Yunus, who became the chief advisor of the government, who was airlifted, I should say, they are in Dhaka. He is the man who raised the issue of Seven Sisters.
He also took out a map.
And his people, those who were advisors and all that of that period, they even made maps and including the Seven Sisters within Bangladesh, and they gave it in the social media.
They claimed.
And these are all very bad things. And you cannot do it if you want to be a good neighbor. And the neighborly relation that existed till the end of this Hasina government was totally destroyed by the next government, which was led by Mr. Yunus. And as a result now, it is a real problem because of the changes which took place, diplomatic changes I should say, that Bangladesh and Pakistan are very much in league. And there are military exchanges also. Defense pacts are also there between the two countries. And Pakistan, when they are not doing anything in the Western Front, they are trying to use this Bangladesh territory to disturb the northeastern region and also the total India. And the present government also, which is an elected government, BNP government, Tariq Rahman, this government is also not very much like Hasina government insofar as the relation between India and Bangladesh is concerned, diplomatic relations. And naturally, I think the government of India have to think anew about the security of the Northeast as well as of West Bengal.
Very interesting, sir. You have highlighted that it was never a case of them discussing chicken neck so openly. We have seen today that maps have been drawn. claiming northeastern part of the country, 8 states of our country, and they always, in some of their populist leaders, in their election speeches, they have threatened that we will take the chicken neck.
Yes. And they also said, some military veterans, that we shall take control of Calcutta within 4 days.
Right. So, sir,
Provocative speeches are there all.
when you were studying in Dhaka, Dhaka Government School is one of the most reputed schools where you have gone to do your education. Was that mindset still there when you were studying? Was this kind of mindset?
Actually, when I was a student, it was the high tide of the nationalist movement in Bangladesh, Bangladesh nationalism.
Right. In the 70s.
In the 70s. And when the 1969 student movement was at its crescendo, then I was a student of class 9. Okay. In 70, the first actual democratic election was held in Pakistan. And in East Pakistan, the majority people lived. And the majority of the National Assembly seats were in East Pakistan. And most of the seats, almost all the seats, were won by Awami League of Sheikh Mujibur Rahman. But the government of Pakistan, dominated by the Punjabis of West Pakistan, they did not allow Sheikh Mujibur Rahman and Awami League to form their government. That was the reason why the liberation war took place.
The Mukti Bahinis and so on and so forth.
Which was, I should say, assisted by the government of India. And many people, thousands of people were here as refugees or evacuees. And the training sessions were organized also by the Indian military for the Mukti Bahinis. These were the things. And your question was
the mindset.
That we could not understand that time, because it was in the crescendo. That is nationalist movement.
Bangla nationalist sentiment. Sir, when Bangladesh got liberated, we saw before that there was a big refugee crisis. A lot of people had to flee to West Bengal, Assam also.
Yes.
It is said, as per unofficial documents,
And
that
Tripura also.
1 million refugees had gone to Assam, Tripura also. So Assam, Tripura, parts of Meghalaya, then West Bengal, all of these states were impacted. Bangladesh was formed in 1971. You got a new country. We were in Bangladesh at that point of time. It was thought that Bangladesh being a new country, those influences from Pakistan would disappear, and Bangladesh, because Bangladesh stated that they have Joy Bangla, a Bangla movement was there, that Bangla first will be the priority. Cut to 2026, 2025, 2024, we are hearing we'll take the chicken neck. How do you go from Bangla first and a country which has helped you to get independence to we will take the chicken neck?
One thing you see, if it is not getting longer, I should say.
No, please, sir.
Okay, why Vietnam could be as it is now, there is no such problem, because Sheikh Mujib did a historical blunder when he announced general clemency for all the collaborators, the Rajakars, Salvadors, Alsams, everything, collaborators. He gave general clemency. And they were settled. Those people who took active part in the genocide of Bengalis in Bangladesh, then, when the liberation was started, those people have been settled. Okay. And when they got settled, and they have been cleansed of the stigma of being collaborator, then they took the advantage of it. And they started to propagate again Islamist things, etc. And you know, this is the general tendency when I look back now, that the Muslims, they are basically anti-India and anti-Hindu.
Of Bangladesh.
Bangladesh and also in Pakistan. They are the two nations theory on the basis of which
The Pakistan was
formed,
by
that
Jinnah.
two nations theory was actually propagated by the propounded and propagated by the British. Okay, so these there are two sides of Islam. One is Islamic State, another is a state of Islam. State of Islam is spiritual Islam. Islamic State, political Islam.
When you bring, when you use the religion as a political front.
And you will expansionist policy. Everywhere we shall create our khilafat. This thing. The state of Islam concept is very much now in Bangladesh.
How do you relate that to Siliguri? Because Siliguri Corridor is a very small area, and now the Indian government is trying to expand this area by starting a rail line project, which will happen underground, which will connect northeast also. Then the government is also trying additional trade routes, although Bangladesh has not cooperated that much, and it is a very big pain point for us because the land is limited. But how do you, in contemporary nature, recommend things which can help the Siliguri corridor in a better way? Because the recent challenges are heavy. BSF has requested a land for them as well, and the new government, the Shubhendu Adhikari new government, which has just formed, in like a fortnight ago, they have also stated that they are going to hand over the land to the central agencies. So, in all of this contemporary context, how do you see these developments, and do you have any suggestions for this?
Actually, you must protect the border, secure the border, and infiltration should be, as far as possible, totally stopped. And all other nefarious activities across the border should be stopped.
Smuggling is also one of them.
Yes, smuggling, and the infiltrators are taken here by the vested interests living here.
Yes.
And also there is a Islamist connection also. Whenever, how it is possible that all the Muslim people are crossing over to India from the bordering areas. Okay. Another problem I think is, it is also very much basic. The people of Bangladesh, they think only of Islamist expansionism, and also to take away the land and other property of the Hindus and throw them out of Bangladesh.
But they say they are pro-Bengali first. Then how does this hold true?
They don't think so. They now believe that we are Muslims first, then we are Bengalis.
Strange. So, lastly, before we wrap up, you have seen in recent news reports that a lot of Bangladeshi immigrants have been caught up in Assam border, and they have been pushed back. Similarly in Tripura border. Now also in Meghalaya border. If Bengal border situation is improved, and if they also start doing this pushbacks, and also pick up those illegal infiltration, do you think it will also help the northeastern part of the country and also the rest of the India? Because a lot of immigrations are not limited to the border states. They go to metropolitan cities like Delhi, Mumbai, and even Jammu and Kashmir, some of them for the matter. So do you think it's a national problem more than a Bengal problem?
It is a national problem. It is actually a national problem. If it is not felt by the politicians all over the country, they will feel very soon.
So दिल्ली के लोगों को भी same problem होगा जैसे असम के लोगों को हो रहा है?
Yes. If you allow them to proliferate, if they come in great numbers, and also because of their procreation process they are very fertile, whatever it may be, naturally they will grow tremendously.
And what are the threats that you see in Northeast? Because you have also covered North Bengal, which is very close to Northeast.
Yes.
It's the entry point. How do you see Siliguri Corridor illegal immigration connecting and hampering Northeast?
Yes, it is hampering. You will find there also people who have crossed over here illegally. They have migrated to parts of here, Assam, like Gauripur and all that areas. Dhubri district.
So it's all connected.
All very much connected.
So we had a very insightful conversation with a sir who has highlighted that Siliguri corridor should not be seen in isolation. It is should be seen as a national priority.